Starting off, let's talk about Duke. So,
Let's talk about Duke, baby.
I almost said the exact same thing. I'm glad I did.
so obviously they had, depending on where you look, three of the top five recruits coming out of high school last year. So that first game against Kentucky, they beat the mess out of Kentucky. It wasn't.
They did.
It wasn't close. Like they were doing whatever they want.
Yeah, they were doing whatever they wanted.
They were doing whatever they wanted.
No.
Like they were doing whatever they wanted. What I'm trying to think, 'cause they had some other games, and they also just kind of ran through people. Oh, actually, after that game, that they didn't really run because they beat Kentucky by about 30 points. I don't think they've beaten anyone that much. And I looked a little at the Army game that they played, and it kind of seemed like you get a team that is more closely aligned to them from a physical standpoint with a similar amount of discipline, and they would run into some issues. Fast forward to last week, they played Gonzaga.
Hey,
That was
Hey, that boy
Rui Hashimura.
I cannot think of his name. That boy is something.
Right.
I didn't think I was ever going to see someone who could match up with the Zion physically.
Right.
And he did that to a point that was amazing. And then he also had enough finesse to stop whatever RJ Barrett was trying
It was like the thing they were just. It was like Gonzaga was just the answer for Duke. It's like they had that experience and everything, but they could match up with them physically. So Zion couldn't just barrel in like he was used to. Duke kind of struggled to make layups. If you watch, like
and they put a
Yeah.
and they put a zone on them, and they and Duke, they didn't have enough shooting, and they couldn't handle the zone because they're all athletes.
like Reddish kind of disappeared, and in spite of Gonzaga shooting, I think it was like 60-something%. At the half, Duke was still kind of in the game. Like they weren't in control of the game. They were down around 10 points, I think, but they were still in the game. And but it's like the thing is Gonzaga controlled the game pretty much the whole way through. And then like for a stretch of like 5 minutes near the end of the second half, they suddenly just got tired. They got tired and Duke went on a run, and suddenly a game they had controlled the entire way was now tied up. Like,
Yup.
they ended up winning, but part of that was Barrett insisting on taking 5 shots in like the last minute or so, all himself, and a couple, and he missed a number of them, and a couple of them got blocked.
I don't know who Barrett thinks he is yet, but I'm pretty sure he thinks Kobe is his real father. Because for some strange reason, like, I love the competitiveness where you like, shut up everybody, I'm about to do this. But it's like, I don't think you're ready for that yet. Because you definitely have it in your veins. You just need a tad bit more skill or a little bit more finesse. Every time it is 5 seconds left on the clock, the ball needs to be either in Zion's hands or it needs to be an off-ball screen for Zion to get open for an easy layup. Because there's not too many people who can match with him physically. And I know Coach K can draw something up where that can happen, where Zion to finish around the rim. 5 seconds, they have the people to execute it, get a ball to Trey Jones. Because they did this, I think it was at like halftime. They had RJ bring the ball up, set up the offense, and then Zion came off of some type of curl, got the ball from somebody set a pick, and it was easy. Zion got to the basket, looked nice little finish to beat the buzzer. And I'm like, that's what it should look like every time you got the last possession of the game. Because not too many people can stop Zion. And I don't care who you are unless you buddy from Gonzaga, whose name I still cannot pronounce,
Rui
Calvin said,
Hachimura.
unless you're that guy, you're not going to be able to stop him from getting to the rim. So next time they play a team, and RJ Barrett is like, oh, I got the matchup. You don't. Pass the ball. Please pass the ball. I don't... There's a reason why he made it to the Kobe Disciples list. It's there. Just not today. Maybe in March.
For a non-Duke
But
fan,
today.
you're so passionate right now.
You said
For a
what?
non-Duke fan, you're crazy passionate right now.
No. Look, I'm not a Duke fan, but I am a fan of the recruits that they have, and I'm also a fan of smart basketball. You give the ball to the person who cannot be stopped for the most part. I don't think you should give the ball to him at the 3-point line and say make something happen.
He ain't about that action
Definitely
yet.
think you needed.
He's not about that action yet.
Unless he's playing against Kentucky.